Good evening and welcome to southern Bavaria, to the 7th and final round of the German Rally Championship this weekend. The Städte Rallye, the Three Towns Rally, here around Regensburg, right in the south of Germany. And the battle is on between Volkswagen and Mitsubishi. Beautiful Bavarian towns here, steeped in history. King Ludwig's symbols from the past, but today, this weekend, a sunny weekend in October, the last weekend in October, everything to win here in the mountains around Straubing, where the rally is starting. And there's the flag of Bavaria, which the Volkswagens from Wolfsburg are proudly flying on their roofs. The news this weekend is that Volkswagen have entered not two, Mitsubishi have entered not two, but both teams have entered three cars in their bid to win the Manufacturers' Championship of the German series. Erwin Weber there, who's leading the championship. Volkswagen's Raymond Baumschlager. And we talked to Erwin Weber. He's explaining that he is driving for Mitsubishi next year, that's the big news. But this year he's fighting for Volkswagen in the four-wheel drive supercharged G40 Rally Golf. The news this weekend for his car as well is that they have had some power problems. They have a new camshaft which is providing more flexibility. Not the most powerful of cars, but they are proper Group A cars. They ran last year on the Acropolis, not with a lot of success. They proved fast, but this weekend, as they start the rally, the Golf is proving very, very tractable in these lanes around South Bavaria. Erwin Weber at speed. Here in the G40 Golf, not like your normal Golf GTI, a lot more power, twice the power, four-wheel drive. Ronald Holzer in the Mitsubishi, number 2 Mitsubishi, who's fighting for the second place in the championship. Weber has already won the German championship. He won it 2 rallies ago. So the main driver's fight is between this man, Holzer, in Mitsubishi, and his own teammate, Michael Gerber. Spectators of all ages out watching the rally. Here we're riding with Michael Gerber in the number 3 Mitsubishi. Gerber with his co-driver Peter Tull. Not an easy job for the co-drivers, especially on these narrow, very, very bumpy roads. There's the four-wheel drive Mitsubishi Galant. The VR4s, identical cars to the ones we see on the World Championship, run by Team Mitsubishi Motors Deutschland. Volkswagen, of course, running their own factory team, and the other team here today is Toyota Team Deutschland, represented by Andy Wetzelsberger. Beautiful weather here on this Sunday, the last Sunday of October. Number 4 there, Raymond Baumschlager, teammate to Weber, and problem there's an ambulance on the special stage. Apparently a timekeeper's been stung by a wasp, fairly seriously, needed a doctor, but the stage wasn't stopped. Caused a little bit of anger there to some of the teams, and the result of doing some of these loops twice is this, that you have cars bunching up everywhere. Here we have Werner Langshausen in his Sierra being caught by Dieter Depping in his Sierra. Caused a bit of problems, these cars getting blocked. Back to Erwin Weber in the number 1 Golf there. Weber, long history, won the German Rally Championship in '83. He's just won the 1991 series. Very long and honourable history of desert raiding, driving for Opel. He was on the Paris-Dakar Rally several times, put up very good performances, but only in a 2-wheel drive car. Toyota I mentioned earlier, here is the Toyota. Andy Wetzelsberger in the number 5 Toyota. He's got some problems there, as you can see there. Not a lot of traction on these combination of tarmac and grass roads, making a right mess of getting back onto the track there. It's the Toyota Team Deutschland car, Andy Wetzelsberger. And again, blocking problems. We see Stefan Ull in the Sierra there, the Group N Sierra, being caught by Michael Gerber in the Mitsubishi. Gerber overtakes him. Ull sees him in his mirrors and pulls off over to the side of the road. What a gentleman driver there, pulls right off. Hope he doesn't hurt his car doing that. Lets Gerber back in. Gerber chasing very hard now after Weber and teammate Ronald Holzer. Wetzelsberger, that's better, he's got the car going much better now. Those earlier traction problems this morning seem to be behind him. Very, very fast indeed, doing a lot better now. What beautiful backdrop here. Number 8 car here is the third of the Volkswagen team cars. It's Friedrich Karl Beck, better known as Charlie Beck. Fantastic start in the rally, but unfortunately he later stopped with gearbox failure, and that was going to be the last we saw of him. Jochi Kleint in the number 6 Mitsubishi. He's the third of the Mitsubishi men coming to help out, and he's having a problem as well.
Yeah, Jochi von Mitsubishi.
Obviously these Mitsubishis being caught out there. We talked to Jochi Kleint. He explained that he's been very fast today and he's fairly satisfied with his performance. Just a one-off performance for him, joining the Mitsubishi Deutschland team. But unfortunately, he had an accident later in the morning, and this again will be the last we see of him. Jochi Kleint.
Gibt es denn eine Taktik in eurem Team, dass einer auf VW Druck machen soll?
Big effort from Mitsubishi here, determined to wrest that manufacturer's championship from Volkswagen. Volkswagen with their 3 supercharged Golfs, Mitsubishi with their 3 4-wheel drive turbocharged Galants, but they're both one down now, so all fair game with Beck out for Volkswagen and Wetzelsberger out. Problems here for Dieter Depping, who is leading Group N in his Ford Sierra. Turbocharger has failed, but they're going to get it fixed. And for Stefan Schlesak, who's also in the Group N Sierra, he's got a destroyed front differential. They're changing drive shafts there. Get both those people running again. A lot of problems for the Group N cars on this event. Quite a car breaker. So please join us again after the break on the Städte Rally here in Germany.
Nice car, the Volvo 940 Estate. Plenty of room for you and your family. Fancy owning one? Well, you could by entering Eurosport's Volvo Rules competition. The competition will run for 6 months and the rules are verified by the R&A. There's also consolation prizes of golf equipment, so get out the pen and paper, you've got to be in it to win it. So to Walton Heath in a friendly match with Carl Mason. He's just won the 17th to go 1 up. Oh dear. Well, I suppose I should never have been playing with that ball, but I dropped it, he's duffed the shot, and he's not very pleased about it at all. So what's the rule here? Can Carl get another shot, or does he have to play the ball from where it lies? Obviously, he's at a huge disadvantage if he has to play it where it lies. You tell me the rule, and put your answers on a postcard to this address.
Fantasy.
Welcome back to the Städte Rally here in southern Bavaria. Lovely moonlight night. This is Saturday night, end of the first day. Just one stage to go, which, would you believe it or not, is on the Speedway circuit, right in the centre of Plattling. This is town near Regensburg. Cars lined up like Speedway machines on this dirt track oval. Huge crowd here to see the action, and straight off goes Michael Gerber into the lead in the Mitsubishi. Erwin Weber, Andy Wetzelsberger and Raymond Baunschlager. There's 4 cars racing in Heat 1. Fantastic performance here by Gerber. Weber can do nothing about him. The Mitsubishi getting its power down just that much better, probably a little bit more traction in a longer car. Look at those beautiful slides through that corner. Very, very close to the railings there for Wetzelsberger in the Toyota. Normally this track is hosting speedway racing with motorcycles being thrown sideways into the corner. Now it's contending with 4-wheel drive, supercharged and turbocharged rally cars. Mitsubishi versus Golf, which sums up the whole of the German championship this year. Weber might have won the championship, but there's a huge fight still going on for that manufacturer's title here on the last rally of the year. But Michael Gerber's going to have it. He's way out front. It's 3 laps around this motorcycle speedway course. Trust the Germans to always think of something different for the rallies, a little bit of different flavour. This is the way they're doing it, and in fact they will be coming back here on the final day, tomorrow Sunday, to do it in daylight. So we'll have another chance to see the action. Michael Gerber takes the checkered flag for Mitsubishi. What a fine performance. There's nothing Weber could do about that. Little victory snaking there by Gerber. Very enthusiastic crowd. So at the end of the first night though, Weber leads 59 minutes 31 seconds with Gerber from Baumschlager, Holzer. Now Holzer and Wendel are hoping to get their Mitsubishi up ahead of that number 3 Golf. But overnight there is the mother of all frost. What an icy night. Look at them all. Erwin Weber with his car there, they're scraping cars. But a very, very big problem here. This is Michael Gerber. And he is getting extremely upset. His car will not start. It's in the Parc Fermé. He's shouting at his fellow drivers to push him out. Now by pushing his car to Parc Fermé, he's going to incur a penalty of 30 seconds. What a shame after that superb effort on the motor speedway course at Plattling last night. The car will not start. Could it be the cold? Look at the ice all over it. But no, the team gets to work very quickly. They find a sensor has failed and it can be repaired, but they have lost 30 seconds, which is just as well because our race camera is fitted to the front of Michael Gerber's car, which is now going. So let's see what it looks like from a bug's eye view in Gerber's Mitsubishi. Early morning sun, very early start, 8 o'clock in the morning. Very early for some people anyway, and this is Sunday morning. What a beautiful day. Look at those clear blue skies. A lovely day all over Europe this weekend. Our helicopters in action too, catching above and below. Not too many bugs around to get squashed today, but you can see just how stony and slippery that gravel surface is across these lowlands. Beautiful and quite unusual view in rallying because normally we have a problem there. Let's just see the rest of the field, what they're up to. And there's 50,000 spectators here this morning. They're all getting up Sunday morning, have had their breakfast, down to the woods to see the Städte Rallye. There's Walter Roll, the former World Rally Champion, and of course now works for Audi as a German Touring Car Championship racer. Seeing Erwin Weber off with his Bavarian flag flying there. These local politicians have come, the local authorities have come to have a look at rallying, see what it's all about. A lot of green problems in Germany still, and they just want to see what's happening, how it operates. They all look very happy about it. They're being shown everything, and in fact they all go home quite happy indeed. Good PR work there by the organisers. So please join us again after the break. We return to southern Bavaria for the final round of the German Rally Championship, where this man, Erwin Weber, is leading on the second and final day. Erwin Weber there, the flag of Bavaria proudly flying from his roof. Number 3 car there of Gerber, Michael Gerber there, fighting for second place now. Pushing that Mitsubishi very, very hard indeed through those stages. And behind him, number 2 car there, Ronald Holzer in the Mitsubishi. He sets 5 stage records today on day 2, largely gravel stages, as opposed to yesterday when it was largely tarmac stages. Holzer really throwing that Mitsubishi through. Very, very good fighting performance, and just look how he throws up that gravel here in the Bavarian forests. Toyota there, number 5 of Andy Wetzelsberger, the Toyota Team Deutschland car. He's moving up the order fast, pushing very, very hard, but he's got no chance of beating the 3 drivers ahead of him. There's the Toyota 4-wheel drive, turbocharged, prepared by Toyota Team Deutschland, just like the World Rally Championship cars. Very good performance there. And there we have Wetzelsberger talking to his mechanics, seeing if they can't just find a little bit more speed. And there's his car using asymmetric tyres with those contra-rotating patterns. These are the tyres that Carlos Sainz was using in Portugal on the Portuguese rally. He's got hold of them, the only person outside the factory team to have them. Number 4 there, Raymond Baumschlager in the Volkswagen. He's been having problems as well today. He's had gearbox failure and overheating. A cylinder head gasket's been damaged, and he's having to go just a little bit slow. Matthias Musleitner here, Group A BMW. He has won the Mitropa Cup, the local cup this year, doing a good performance there in his BMW M3. And here's an unusual car, Kalle Grundl in the Peugeot, the Group A Peugeot. This is the last event for the Swede with Peugeot, because they're stopping their rally project, their German Rally Championship support at the end of this year, and he is going truck racing next year. Dieter Depping in the Ford Sierra, the best German Group N driver this year, running with the Group A car. And there goes Depping, number 12 Sierra. Very nice performance in the 4-wheel drive, Cosworth there. Heading Group N, he's already won the Group N championship, he wants to add this rally to his tally. Risto Barry there from Finland, he's in the Audi 200 Quattro. Audi 200 Quattro fighting with Depping for 6th place. Very fine performance there. Number 16, Werner Langshausen in the Sierra. He's second in Group N at the moment. From Mayen, just near Nürburgring. Good performance by him. He's chasing Depping very hard. And in the number 13 Sierra there, Stefan Schlesak. Now with the Sierras, all the Group N cars, virtually Sierras here. There is a couple of Mitsubishis running, and here's one of them, number 15. Hermann Gassner. Hermann Gassner, who is the fastest Group N driver today on the gravel, although he does lose over 2 minutes with a puncture, which spoils any chances of victory today. Number 18, running in the ladies team there, is Isolde Holderide, who is going to the Monte Carlo Rally next year. She's driving in the 1992 Monte. She's 4th in Group N at the moment, in her Mitsubishi. And let's see some more of the action from the top teams. And back to Plattling for the final stage of the rally. Special stage 14, Sunday evening. Still light, but the sun is getting low now. And we are looking here at Erwin Weber. Next to him, Risto Burri in the Audi that we saw earlier. Weber well in the lead of the rally at the moment, but he and Gerber are fighting for that place now. Weber might, if he wins his heat, Gerber has got to win his heat to try and take the rally tonight. Weber in that proud Bavarian Volkswagen, and right behind in second place is Finland's Risto Burri. We've seen some very fine performances from Burri, and he's really got that 200 Audi Quattro flying. Look at that. Car's obviously well suited to these speedway stadiums. Flinging that great big Audi into those corners. We've seen the Audis in the German Touring Car Championship all year, and last year they won the Touring Car Championship 2 years running. And here you see what a privateer can do on his hands. But this man, Erwin Weber, in the four-wheel drive, supercharged, not turbocharged, but supercharged Rally Golf, the Golf G40, going further and further away. Co-driver Manfred Heimer there in the car. These co-drivers have a lot to put up with, but they always assure us they enjoy it. Great big crowd here again at Plattling for the final stage of the Dry State Rally, the Three Towns Rally. Checkered flag goes to Weber. The locals are obviously confident he's won the rally, but now Michael Gerber has got to get out there. There he is in the number 3 Mitsubishi, and he has got to beat Weber's time in order to win this rally. All down to the last stage. Off he goes. Weber gets a Gerber gets a great start there. A lot of weaving and toing and froing at the back, and one of the Group N Sierras there. But Michael Gerber in the Team Mitsubishi Deutschland car going way out ahead. He's just got to beat that time of Weber to win this rally. Great big slides there. I wonder if he'd do as well on a motorcycle. Very, very close to the wall there. These speedway guys have got nothing on these great big rally cars being flung around this tiny oval on shale. Mitsubishi fighting for grip there. Michael Gerber and Peter Tull, his co-driver. And he gets the car completely sideways. He's missed a gear, he misses fourth gear. Car was sideways, he grabbed a gear, it slowed him down. And then he's almost in the wall, right into that concrete wall. That was so close. Michael Gerber really trying hard. He knows it's all or nothing on these 3 laps around the speedway course. I think he may have frightened himself a little bit there. He got the car completely sideways, he missed a gear, missed fourth gear, almost collected the wall on the next corner. And that must have affected his performance, but he's still throwing that car really hard. Checkered flag goes out, but he can't quite do it. And now we talk to Klaus Wendel. Klaus Wendel, who is Ronald Holzer's co-driver, who tells us they tried to help Gerber to win the rally, so they deliberately made themselves late to time control and got a 60-second penalty. They lost 2 places, but it didn't help Gerber. He didn't win. And Erwin Weber and Manfred Heimer on the finish ramp, they have won the Three Towns Rally, the Dry State Rally, and the German Championship, and they give Volkswagen the Manufacturers' Championship. What a fine afternoon here in southern Bavaria for Volkswagen and for Erwin Weber. There we see the results of today's stages. Weber from Gerber from Holzer, very, very close. Look at that, just 2 seconds on today's stages. And Ronald Holzer there, who is confirmed as the runner-up, the vice-champion of the German Touring Car Championship, signing autographs. There is the total final classification of the rally. Weber from Gerber from Holzer. A little bit bigger the gap when you combine the 2 days. Weber was very much quicker on the tarmac stages of the first day. Andy Wetzelsberger, Toyota, he finishes 3rd in the championship for Toyota. And there's the results of the championships. Weber, Holzer, Wetzelsberger And Michael Gerber for Mitsubishi there, finishing 4th in the championship, having sacrificed his place to try and help his teammate Holzer. And Group N is won by Dieter Depping and Janina Hoppner, his co-driver, his lady co-driver. And so ends the German Rally Championship for 1990.